Ira Epstein of Linn Associates with your morning flash update for this Friday, the 16th of October, 2020. Now, before I get too far in anything, I just sent out, if you're on our mailing list, a special that ends today. And it's my full market research. It's normally a $60 value for $40. It's going to end this afternoon, so if you're interested in it, take a look at your email. If not, call my staff. They can get you all signed up. That's 866-973-2077. So as we look at the markets today, you can see that the Russell is down, but remember, this has been the strongest index. It's led the way up at the expense of these other indices, so you're getting a bit of a rotation. I don't view this as bearish action. This is still very friendly action because it used to be that the NASDAQ was rallying and the others were the laggards. Now the NASDAQ is one of the weaker chart action markets. The Russell had been the strongest for the past 2 weeks. Now the others are getting back up. Metal markets. I don't recall the last time I told my clients that I turned bullish on them in a long time, and I just did. And I wrote that last night, told them about it, and telling them again this morning. Dollar index failing at a very important area. You take a look at that 18-day average of closes. If the market gets back much over the 9,400 level, I would change my opinion, but right here, Now, did we get too far down yesterday in the euro is going to be the big question. In the energies, because of all the COVID problems going on, and it's in the U.S. too. You know, we don't play it up as much as we play up what's going on in Europe at this time. Believe me, it's bad in the United States, and you're seeing that weigh on the markets. Are we talking another lock-in situation? We may very well be in Europe, and it might come here the same way. The good news of the day, and the reason you're up in some of these markets, is Pfizer came out this morning and said that it's possible that by the third week of November, they're going to apply for emergency action for a working vaccine. Now, the testing's not over, but that's certainly a good thing to hear. Grain markets just back and forth action. They've gone up to highs we haven't seen in a very, very long time, so they need to consolidate that a bit. So let's take a look at the day's action. Retail sales, pop, this is a great number, up 1.9% versus an expected up 0.7. Advanced retail sales ex autos were still great without the autos of 1.5%. We know used car sales are on fire. University of Michigan Consumer Sentiment Index, take a look, 81.2 versus an 84. I don't care that the current conditions slip back a little. They're still solid, so is the expectations. Business inventories not building big. That is another good number. August business sales up 0.6. I love that. Industrial production numbers, well, it was down 0.6, but they expected that up 0.5. That is not the pretty number. Capacity utilization falling a little too. So that's the only weak part that I saw out of all that, and that's not enough to hold these markets back very much, apparently. So the question is, how do we end the week up? Do we hear more good news, obviously, from Mr. Mnuchin, who I think got his marching orders to go to Ms. Pelosi and see how close they can get to a deal? The president last night said that he will go personally to the Republicans if they can reach a deal with Ms. Pelosi to get them maybe over a $2 billion number. Don't know what that all means just yet, but if you watched yesterday, you saw that. And I think you're going to see the Supreme Court being packed by Mr. Biden. I mean, he tried to be cute last night, but I think that that's right where he's headed. So, you know, you got to decide if you like that or don't like that. Who knows? All right, let's talk about my market research, because in my research, I cover an awful lot. The details I cover, number one, you can see it in different ways. Tablets, computers, emails. I send out to my subscribers, and this is what the full is. You get my morning subscriber video. You're going to get a minimum Monday through Thursday, 2 written updates a day. Friday can be 1. I already put out a special one today, so I'm already at the second one as far as I'm concerned. I give specific updates in terms of how I write, and then lots of trades. As I said, I put out a bunch of new trades in a special update this morning. You get the daily numbers to work on your charts. We've gotten rid of audio commentary, so I want you to be aware of that. We found that my videos just offset that tremendously. I had one customer say he missed them, and everybody else loves the fact that the videos do so much more. And that's where I've taken it. I mean, audio commentaries, the hotlines, remember the old days, you dial in the 800 numbers to hear them? You know, times have changed. I don't think that's necessary. $60. That's the normal retail price. $40 if you give it a try now. As I said, this ends today. So where do you get it? Go to www.iraepstein.com. Go to the word research. Sign up there for the full research. We'll make sure that you get that discount. I'm Ira Epstein. You have a great day. I will see you all over the weekend if you're my subscribers, by the way, because on the weekend we do, and that's part of this subscription, our weekend edition, where it's all weekly charts with all the longer term buy and sell recommendations, stop orders, and what to look for. Not the shorter term days, but the longer term on a weekly basis. You have a great weekend. I will see you then.